Hello, welcome to Sunless Sea. I'm Patrick for Firing into Melee. As you can see, I have played the game before now. What actually happened there was I did record a video already, and for some reason, not the actual video, the video was fine, but the save file disappeared, so I decided to start all over again. Not an auspicious start to this series, but you know, we make of it what we will. So, I'm going to start a new game, because otherwise we will be dead in the middle of nowhere, not knowing exactly what we're doing. So, new game? Yes, let's do it. I believe I called my old character Curtains. Choose a path. Decide who you were and what you want to be. I am going to do that. Last time I did choose a path wreathed in shadows, but then I realised it had no objective, so there wasn't much point in doing that, really. So, here we go. We now lodge in a room of the blind helmsman. I'm going to be a veteran of the campaign of 68, so I fought in the invasion of hell. I'm a soldier. Our army's lost. Lovely. Which gives me a bonus to iron and a shady cook. Here it is. Oh, and 20 echoes, that's useful. So now we choose an ambition. Now this is our win condition for this game. And I'm going to choose immortality, because immortality is new to me. I haven't actually played this game for quite a while. So we're going to do that. I should point out, I have played this game before. I've never actually gotten to a win condition in it. So I decided, since I'm doing a Let's Play, I'm going to play this. And we're going to go through until we win or we die. Which in Sunless Sea can happen quite easily. So we'll begin our quest in London. So we choose a name. I'm going to go with My Lord, because My Lord, and ooh, need a good name, good strong name. Well, since we're firing into Melee, let's call ourselves Lord Melee. Okay, and Lord Melee can be this guy here. I like him. Yeah, I can't see anyone better. Accept. There's a Submariner tutorial. Now, I haven't actually played anything with the submarines, so that might be worth looking at later, but we haven't got a submarine right now. Ambition. Death hath no more dominion. I think that's got something to do with my quest for immortality. It has. With some mushroom wine. Well, for now, let's not. Go to our lodgings. Now, it's important to go to your lodgings because you can get your recent news, which is a tradable resource in basically everywhere around London. Okay, and where else can we go? Admiralty Survey Office. Okay, they'll pay for information from Z captains. Find out what and how. So we can visit and investigate ports, gain port reports, but they can tell us what we're doing. So we'll see if we can talk to a higher authority. Now, I don't think we can at this stage. Yeah, survey 3 ports and return to win the Admiralty's approval. Okay, so let's see. Anything in particular? Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station somewhere not far from home waters. Continue. And we'll leave the Admiralty. Now, there's also in London, I know this happens at the start of every game, a tomb colonist who'll give us a little bit of money. So let's pop him on board. One tomb colonist who we can take to Venderbite. So, oh, a passenger. An August travel writer wants to go to Gader's Morn. This weird eye. Yeah, let's take him. Okay, we may not take him today, but yeah, he'll get there eventually. It's Gader's Morn I'm bound for first, he says. I hear they... Ah! He carries over to your stoker, who is carrying his streamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourselves. Give it here. Remember, my lord, Gader's Morn. I'll pay you 150 echoes when we arrive. So, it's a pretty good way to get some money. I don't remember that being in the game. That might be new. Okay, so we got 10 fuel, 5 supplies. I'm gonna just buy 1 more fuel and 1 more supplies. Also, since we're going to Venderbite, now I know this one. Where is it? Wolfsuck Exchange. Let's buy some mushroom wine. We can only buy one, but we can sell it for more than we bought it for anyway. Every little helps. So, without further ado, we are away. North to Venderbite. Lamps off. Turning your lamp off preserves your fuel, so that's one way to do it. But it does also increase this, your terror. But since we're only going a short way to the north, I don't think we're going to accrue too much terror on this voyage. Up we go. So, just one moment. Okay, just trying to check something, but it's fine. So up we go. Up to Venderbite. There's Hunter's Keep on the right. We might stop there on the way back. Low Barnet, which is underwater, and therefore we can't visit until we have a submarine, I imagine. I haven't actually played any of the underwater stuff. Boop ba doop doop, sending out a bat. Let's see if anywhere is nearby. Now the islands in Sunless Sea actually spawn randomly. It's not exactly like completely random. There are areas where certain islands will spawn. There's actually a map somewhere on the net which will show you kind of where each island can spawn. So if you're looking for somewhere specific, especially if you haven't explored much yet, it can be a bit of a hassle. But right now we're going to go to Venderbite, and then we'll go a bit east and see if we can find either the Iron and Misery Funging Station or Gader's Morn, both of which can spawn quite close to London. Oh, bats, but I'm right close to port, so I'm just going to dock. The trouble with tomb colonists. One last fight. Your passenger has been drinking. Ahoy, she chortles. Defend yourself. She launches a tipsy assault. Your crew hang back, chuckling. Thanks, crew. Okay, so it's a straightforward challenge because of my iron. I have a 100% chance of success, so yeah, let's do that. An effortless defence. Tomb colonists have a lifetime of bitter experience. Some of them are the deadliest combatants under the earth. Possibly this one is when she hasn't drunk quite so much rum. You'll never know. She salutes you laughing after you disarm her. Good fight, she opines. Then she staggers backwards and falls over the side. You never do find what happened to her, but at least you have a rather magnificent cavalry sabre. So, an outlandish artifact, some iron. We lose a tomb colonist, we gain 2 supplies. But we didn't get paid for it, so that's annoying. Let's go sell that mushroom wine. Oh, there we are. Sell it for 23, so not much more than we bought it for, but more than we bought it for. Let's go into the colony itself. On deck, you can hear a sound that 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most restless concert audience or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. Let's gather some gossip. Along the coast of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. So we have a port report for Venderbite. We can talk to the lost curator, the first curator, sorry. We can talk to the first curator. Let's talk to him. He will give us a mission, actually, which is listen to a whispered request. Z Captain, not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colours. 7 colours. Cosmogone, Irigo, Pellingin, Steward. Oh, the steward has a list. Okay then. Well, we'll accept that request. Let's ask about the Grand Sanatorium. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z, so we needed something else. Somewhere to end. Ooh. Let's accept the... yep, so there's the commission. We have to find each of these colours out there underneath. Long one, that. Okay. Here they favour candlelight over gaslight. We're exploring Venderbite. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. Ooh, where are we? A little chapel. You poke your head through the door. The walls are a deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows a steady light. An electric lamp, rare and expensive, but this is no gaslight. So at least we know they're not gaslighting. Let's make an offering. Prayer soothes the soul. Your soul is not soothed. You wait, head bent, while the light in the chapel beats on, shadowless and unmoved. Nothing changes. The red of the place gets into your vision. The faces of your crew seem flushed as if fevered. You hear your own breathing. No one is sitting in the pew behind you. It doesn't stop you looking. Ooh, Tale of Terror. And we've gained 5 terror. Lost an echo. Okay. Well, I think that's everything we can do here in Venderbite. Yeah, nothing seems to be happening. We can take the last tour when we've got more supplies, but we don't at the moment. So, eastward ho. Oh, let's fight these bats, actually. They're going to be a problem if we don't. Hi, Batty. This may not have been the best idea in the world. It's a big swarm. There we go. Now let's gather up what's left of those bats. We have to turn the lamp on there because keeping an enemy in your lamplight into the pot. Keeping an enemy in your lamplight makes your firing solutions happen quicker. We took a bit of damage there, more than I'd like, to be honest. There's some more bats over here. I'm going to risk it round the north of the island. Let's send out a bat. A friendly bat. No islands within the Zebat's range. No islands. I just keep sending them out like what's the word? Like radar. Just pinging. Keep going east. Oh. Don't know what happened to my voice there. Keep going east. East. E-A-S-T. No islands within the Zebat's range. But what's that then? We're getting quite far from friendly waters. So I'm going to turn to the south. We'll keep sending out that bat. Big fog bank. No islands. Still no islands. I don't know. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. I'd quite like to see a luminescent dolphin. That sounds quite pleasant. No islands within the Zebat's range. Where have all the islands gone? South we go. Oh, Gator's Morn is some distance to the southeast. Hang on. We can mark that. Okay. Stalagmites loom in the distance like the cranes of Wolfstack docks, but faster, the Corsair's Forest. Ah, we're in the Corsair's Forest, which is, of course, the pirates' place. That wasn't very good use of the vocabulary there, but here we are. Gator's Morn. In the Corsair's Forest. So, let's dock. Gator's Morn. So, let's go. Let's drop off the August Travel Writer. That's a good idea. So, he gave us 150 echoes. Oh, he has another request. But first, let's read what happens. Here's your payment, my lord. I'll be back by the evening bell. The Travel Writer sets across the planks with good speed, his briefcase in his hand. It seems heavy, although he claimed it held only documents and writing equipment for an interview with a pirate king. The day passes relatively peacefully. There are brawls, but in good fun, the blood washed away with celebratory beer. By night, the boisterous cheer is given way to whispers about an uncommonly brutal murder, executed within an experimental shipyard. They say you couldn't enter the yard without stepping in the victim. The travel writer returns. He greets you with a curt nod as he boards your ship. I don't think that that's a coincidence. The august travel writer flips through his notebook while on your deck. Awful thing, that murder. Yeah, we all know you did it. Commonplace here, I suppose. Fortunately, my interview was illuminating. My business on the morn is complete. We can depart. I have another port to visit if you care for another 150 echoes. Yeah, go on then. Let's take this murderer to his next murder. The Cumian Canal. Ah, that's quite far south. I think that's one that always has a set location. We may be able to make that. Can we buy fuel? We can, but it's very expensive. Let's not do that. Let's explore the morn. Surprising quality of actual landscape, but it's all vertical. Oh, hello. Listen, I have a story for you. Isn't that my cook? Something about the greybeard compels your attention. Yeah. His story has a wedding full of murders and a leafless forest and vast serpent which eats souls. Ooh, the tale winds on like the serpent until you're lost in the dizzy toils of its sinister ships and its glamorous corpses. You nod awake. He's gone, but not, it seems, before searching your pockets for small change. So, okay. Murderers and thieves, that's what we've got in this game. Why can't we meet anyone nice? Okay, let's head out. I think what I'm going to try is keep that light off. If I can get to the Cumian Canal today, I'm going to try and get to the Cumian Canal. Damn it, I should have gotten a port report. Oh, well, it was probably too risky on Gators Morn anyway. So, off to sea again. Oh, pirates. Yeah, let's try and sink that pirate frigate. This might be quite a short series if he takes us out. He's a lot tougher than we are. Oh, damn it! Yeah, let's get out of here with all haste. I'm gonna go backwards so I can shoot at him. Oh, it's a fog bank. The lights aren't going to do anything, are they? Damn it! Oh, this. Yeah, let's just run. I think running. Discretion in this case is the better part of valor. As they say. You can sing the Brave Sir Robin song all you like. Pop it in the comments if you know it. Oh, where's this? Is that Hunter's Keep? No, we're too far south, aren't we? Mutton Island. Close by. I don't think we need to mark it on our map. Quaker's Haven. Once the simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs before London fell and the waters rushed in. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Let's chat to the fishermen. They sail the sea around the island. They mend their nets by the harbour. They see all that happens here, but you'll need coin. 1 echo. Easy. We have a port report. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, carnate ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic. A wandering parson? We can't do that because our ship is not a submarine. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. No, let's explore the shore for a bit. Take a stroll along the beach. Perhaps the Z has bought you something. Something glinting. I like that idea. Just bottle glass, but there's a message in the bottle. A page from a journal. The writer has described a debauched afternoon in thrilling detail. Who threw this in the Z? Was it some botched attempt at blackmail or a love affair gone sour? Okay. Don't need supplies or fuel. I've got a ferret. I don't need a cat. Ferrets are better than cats. That's not true. I love cats. I actually have a cat. I bet at any minute, now that I've mentioned him, he's probably going to try and disrupt this recording. If you hear a little bell going, that's my cat. So I think that's the mainland, like the shore of the Untersee. Ah, the Cumian Canal, some distance to the south. Rural megalops. Oh, I better turn my light on actually. My terror is rising a lot higher than I expected it to on this first trip. I don't like this. I don't like how this crab is following me. Maybe I shouldn't be quite so frightened of a crab. I mean, actually I think, what, it's got 20 HP? I don't think we can take that out. Oh! Ah! That might not have been the smartest idea. It's dead now. Okay, let's ignore it. Look at that, 3-point turn in a boat. To the Cumian Canal, which is I think in the lore it sort of leads to the surface. I mean, this game is basically all lore. Very little actual gameplay. It's all story based, but still very compelling. I'm very fond of this game. Okay, docking time. The Cumian Canal staging area. We can drop off our travel writer. He wanted to come here, didn't he? As before, my lord, here is the payment for bringing me here. I'll be back by nightfall. Another 150 echoes, not to be sniffed at. We've now got 338 from one trip. Travel writer sets swiftly into the port, his briefcase hanging easily at his side. In the middle of your afternoon tea, a crowd rushes by the cafe. They gather at the foot of a lamppost, gawking, shrieking, gasping. A woman is strung from the light, her face sliced like Venetian blinds. Lovely. Ugh. Heavens, a pale navigator whispers. Isn't she the explorer? Said she meant to plant a flag on the Z-bed. No one replies. You spy the travel writer in the crowd, frowning. The august travel writer makes a few notes in his journal as you walk back to your ship. His suit is immaculate, though his hands are ink-stained. Ink. Yeah, but it's red ink. I've one last port to visit, he says quietly. There's 200 echoes in it for you this time. Now, let's go. Where do you want? Khan's Heart? Yeah, whenever is most convenience, right, mate. Khan's Heart, for reference, is like the other side of the sea. I can't get there on the fuel I have currently. That's going to be a mission for another time, probably quite a long way away. Let's listen for some surface gossip. Daylight. This will be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there are temporary half-legal holsteries in long-moored ships. Here you trade stories with suntanned surface sailors, stories of Paris and Batavia, the lost fires and the final isles. Ooh. Let's gather some information for a port report, a perfunctory port report. Let's not travel to the surface. Sorry. We're not equipped for it. So, sailing back to London. Just going to pick up the remains of that crab on the way. I can see it dispersing there in the water. Butcher it or dissect it. Let's dissect it. Yeah. It's not dead! You haul it aboard and set to work with your knives and acids, and it flops unexpectedly into life. Sailors rush to your aid with guns and boarding pikes. By the time they've finished, you're unharmed, but there's not much left of the beast. Yeah, well. Let's check. Yeah, we can just head straight north to Fallen London. I'm just going to turn the lamp off again. What is our terror at? 31. You are far from light or hope. We're not too far from London. A couple of, like, nautical miles or whatever it's called. Sluggish wave, the ship pitched. I'll send out a sea bat while I'm here, see if there's anywhere interesting around. No islands. Oh, another crab. Let's take him out. See if we can't do better at dissecting him this time. Ah, missed. Boom, there we go. I like to make the sound effects. Okay. Dissect it for knowledge. A crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It's an undistinguished adolescent specimen, the megalops of one of the deep Z crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now. Those sparks leap to your knife. Cool. That was quite fun. I am massively beaten up. Look at that. 35 hull out of 75. That's quite a lot of damage. 40 points of damage. I think being at battle stations increases your terror, but I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't seem to be like local terror doesn't seem to be rising here. Yeah, the terror of the Z is less, it says there. So let's turn into London. And so here we are, back to Wolfstack Docks. Let's dock up. Now we can collect our messages from the Harbour Master. I'm going to do that now. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. Oh, the Rose Market's there. Well, we'll have a look at that in the next video. I am just going, however, to repair my ship. So go to London, put the ship in dry dock. 75 echoes. Completely repair my hull for 100 echoes. Well, it's a net profit of 238, but Admiralty yards would cost less, but we don't have the favour. Or we could employ rats. Repair some of your hull. Let's go with the cheapo option. New total 95. They repaired my hull better than it was before. I don't think it's actually gone to 95. I think it's just the best it can go. Incidentally, let's see how much a better ship is while we're here. Next best ship will cost me 1,000 echoes. 3,000 for a better one. Oh wait, hang on. That's the same ship I've got now. So yeah, a good ship, a better ship will cost me 2,000 echoes. Right, well, that's something to aim for. Anyway, that is the end of this episode. If you like what we've done, please like and subscribe. If you have any advice or you want to call me names or whatever it is that we do here, then just pop it in the comments below. And we'll see you on the next voyage. The next voyage out into the Sunless Sea. Thank you, and goodbye.